I'm going to show you how you can boost conversions on sales pages for high-ticket items. Hi, I'm Stephanie from Thrive Themes, and getting a visitor to buy a high-ticket item from one sales page alone can be an arduous task. We're going to take a look at a landing page remake that we've done for one of our members, and I'll take you through some of the key things you can do to ensure you get more conversions on that sales page. Now, we're taking a look at Ansel, which is a software and a product that allows you to host from home. It actually includes a box and software that helps you run your home hosting. So let's go through the original site, and then I'll go through the steps that you can take to increase your conversions on your sales page. So you can see the heading here, the new kid on the block, Ansel, make the cloud edge transition. And we've got a very clever little background that actually animates and shows you how you can set up one of your servers. And we've also got a watch the video button.
Are you tired of paying too much to host your apps and data in the public cloud? Or are you simply ready to reduce your monthly hosting bill to $0? Get Ansel, the private cloud that just works. We developed Ansel, the first private cloud server that focuses on what's really important to you.
So I just gave you a quick look at that video because we've actually made a change in relation to that, which I'll take you through later on. So as we scroll down, you'll see that there is a bottom ribbon here that actually offers a Ansel for free, and also to subscribe them to the email list. So I'll just exit out of that. And we've got some authority here with some logos and up the top. And then it just generally takes you through a few of the benefits of getting the private cloud server, how it works, a little bit about the technical side, calling out to the customer, some more authority, and then we've got the pricing table with two different types. And then we've got this app at the bottom of the page that shows different social media posts that mention Ansel, so it is in a way social proof. Now, while we did do a remake of this landing page, the biggest changes are still yet to come. The reason behind this is because in order to take your visitor from a new visitor to clicking that buy button, they need to go through something called the buyer's journey. Now, I'll link to a full post on the buyer's journey below this video, but in short, it is the process that someone has to go through in their head from first knowing about the product to then deciding to purchase. In order to effectively guide your visitor through the buyer's journey, you need to first know who your visitor is and the process that they need to go through in order to make that decision to buy. This includes knowing what their objections might be and what information they need to know in order to feel comfortable making a purchase. I'll quickly take you through the redesign that we've done, and then I'll go through some of the ways that you can craft the buyer's journey for your visitor on your own sales page. So the new header section here is a bit more descriptive for someone that hasn't really heard of Ansel yet and ended up on the page. The complete solution for hosting from home. Keep your data private and secure. So that's exactly what the product is, and then the benefits of using this product. And we've changed this to watch video to get Ansel so that the main call to action on the page is actually to go down to the sales page. Now, this is for people that already have heard of Ansel and just want to get the product. And you'll see we've added a video to the right instead of that animation. We actually went back to Ansel's Vimeo page and discovered a video that we thought was much more useful to have in this top section of the page. So rather than kind of a animated salesy video, they've actually got a video that completely explains how the whole private cloud system works, what role the box plays, what role the software plays, and why the product is better than any other home hosting solutions. So this is a perfect video if a beginner happens to stumble upon your site and wants to know how the whole thing works, because it is quite a dense product, and unless you are a developer and you know exactly what you want, you need a bit of walkthrough as to what the product is, how it all works together, and how you can end up with a private cloud solution on your own home computer. And going back down, we will see that we've moved these authority logos to the bottom rather than the top of the page. And that's just because for the first and most important thing that you want the visitor to see, it is these two things. We want them to have the buy button and the explanation video and a short headline of what the product actually is. And then we can hit them with those authority triggers right below that. And for the rest of the page, we have kept the structure that was already in the page because it was quite good and explained all of the features of the product and went through a very education-focused progression throughout the page, which is what you want if you are trying to get your visitor from the start of a buyer's journey to the end where they're ready to make that purchase. Now, we've played around with the categories a little bit because there was a lot of repetition in the original page, where they kind of hit the same points over and over again. So we've really identified each of the benefits and given them their own point on the page. And again, mainly just redesigned and added a few more buy buttons along the way. And left it open for them to put that social media code down the bottom. Now, the reason we haven't changed any of the structure or the copy yet is because we need to know a little bit more about the customer before we change up the sales page process. Knowing what stage most visitors are at when they do first visit the page is incredibly useful because you know what content they need in order to progress in the buyer's journey. Now, how do you get this information? There are two methods that we suggest that will be incredibly useful at learning where your customer is in the buyer's journey and what they need to proceed with the purchase. The first tool is running a quiz. So in order to get audience insights, we recommend getting direct feedback from your audience. There are a number of ways that you can do this, and I'll link to a few methods below this video, but one that I'm going to suggest now is running a Thrive Quiz Builder quiz on a lightbox on the actual page. Now, you saw in the previous page that they had a ribbon down the bottom offering a free answer and updates the newsletter. And what I would suggest changing this to is a quiz within a lightbox that still offers the free answer, but in exchange for them taking the quiz. So an example would be, take this quiz now for your chance to win a free answer. And in that quiz, you can ask them questions about who they are and what stage they're at. So questions like, have you looked into a private cloud solution before? Are you a developer or a student, or are you looking for personal use? All of these points will really help them narrow down their copy and identify what they need to address throughout the page in order to get the customer to buy. Another plus of this method is you can either tag your visitors based on their answers to specific questions. So say they tick that they're a developer, you can add and tag in your email system and you know that that customer is actually a developer. From there, you can send them follow-up sequences related to their specific circumstances. So say it is a developer, you would hit different pain points and different benefits as opposed to someone that was just looking for a private home hosting solution. Now, you can get pretty nerdy and complex with all of these email targeting options, but with such a high ticket item, even if you can just implement a simple solution for following up with people based on their circumstances, it can be very worth it. Another benefit of the Thrive Quiz Builder quiz is based on their answers, you can offer them a different opt-in offer to get their email address in the first place. So say someone is just a beginner, you can offer them a beginner's guide to creating your own private cloud server. Say they're a developer, you can offer them a more technical white paper or some sort of other guide that they would be more interested in. That way they're more likely to hand over their email address. The second tool that is really helpful for high ticket sales pages is A/B testing. Now, you can get feedback from your audience, but then you need to test the methods in which you can progress your visitor in the buyer's journey. A really great way to do this is by using Thrive Optimize, which is our new A/B testing tool, and it will allow you to split test entire landing pages with the click of a button. So say that you figure out that your main visitors are developers and you're wondering which pain point to really hit with your headline, you can just duplicate this first homepage, change the text in the headline and click Start Test. Within a few weeks, you'll have an undistributable answer as to what resonates best with your audience. Now, having these two tools in your high-ticket sales page arsenal is going to be invaluable for crafting your best sales page, and they're both available with the Thrive membership. Links on full courses on how to set both of these tools up are below this video. Let us know what you think of the redesign, and if you have any questions about crafting your best high-ticket sales page.